Hello, welcome to the turtle. Oh, that's loud. Sorry, that was loud. I was listening to that earlier. Hello, welcome to the Turtle Made It the Stream. And yeah, I don't even know. I am Annabelle from. This is like crazy. Oh snap! Hey Corey. I'm Annabelle from. Okay, that's way too upbeat for me. I'm Annabelle from villageofwatch.com, and I am a writer and editor for the site. You can catch me on Tuesdays. I do the Q on Tuesdays. So I thought it would be super cool and super fun. Oh, I'm not supposed to. Okay, whatever. I thought it'd be super cool and super fun. I'm actually going to check me. I'm gonna re-roll right now, actually. Because I was like, you know what we should definitely do is the priest order hall while we're at it. But yeah, so I was like, I've been kicking around in my head like well, I don't know if y'all know, but like, I'm actually one of the few people on staff who has an actual background in, hey Mitch, I'm one of the few people on staff who has an actual like formal educational background in literary criticism and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, you know what? Let's go like critical lens up in here. Like, it's better than classic. But yeah, so I was like, let's look into this a little bit more. I don't like it when they don't have the glowing eyes. I have to have the glowing eyes. I always pick this space for undead too. I want her to have green hair, like super green. Super green. Oh, thanks for the subs, Icon 329. You get special perks in our Discord, by the way. If you are a sub, you get access to like subscriber owned channels and stuff like that. Plus you get this cool Khadgar face emote. Which I'm actually, oh, hang on. Oh, Twitch Prime sub for me. Cause I always forget, and then I'm streaming and I'm like, let me use the Khadgar face emote. There it is. But yeah, you can use our super cool Khadgar face emote. I know, I love him. Okay, so anyway, thank you for that. So I was like, we should do like critical lens. We should like figure out, because I get the feeling that knowing what we know now about Shadowlands and how Sylvanas made this deal with the jailer and all this, I have a feeling that especially through like Silverpine Forest, it's gonna play out super, super different. It's gonna look so different. And I mean, it's gonna be the same quest, but it will be like, it's probably gonna be all, Sylvanas, what are you doing there? I don't know. I just thought that would be fun. But yeah, so yeah, you get cool access to cool stuff if we do that. Okay. You know, I don't think I've played an undead since the model updates. I forget the name that I picked too. Oh, was it Priestley? Oh, wait. Ah! That's funny. Alright, let's go. Let's go, you guys. Okay, we're gonna pause the tunes. Lyoplura Dank, oh my god. I think I would get banned. I'm not even gonna, I think that they would probably ban me if I put Dank in a name. Or else it would just be like, yeah, you can't use that name. Lyodank. Next emote, oh my gosh. Mitch, no. That's legit. The next emote is probably Mitch, no. I don't know, like, I'm not sure where we are on emotes and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know. I would vote for a Mitch no, or just like, no. I'm pretty sure there is a paddle that says no or something like that. Okay,
The
okay.
Lady Sylvanas and her Forsaken finally took vengeance upon their hated enemy, the Lich King. Their dark crusade in Northrend proved costly. Betrayed by Grand Apothecary Putrus at the Battle of Wrathgate, the Forsaken's devious plague of death was unleashed
like 2
upon
years ago. We
both
had
the
2 email
Alliance
slots. Yeah.
and the Horde.
Oh, for higher tier
calamitous
subs you do, but I thought that we had unlocked at least
Unbeknownst to Sylvanas,
one or two
Putrus
more
and his
for
demonic
everybody.
ally Veramathras had taken control of the Undercity. As a result, the
Veramathras, there's the
Forsaken
name.
were wrongly blamed for the traitor's atrocities. Though the Undercity was eventually retaken, Sylvanas and her followers still bear the weight of Putrus' sins. Mistrusted by the other members of the Horde, the Forsaken must now prove their loyalty to the cause and redeem themselves from their supposed treachery. To this end, Sylvanas has bolstered her defenses within the Tirisfal Glades and readied her undead forces for any contingency. As one of the Forsaken, you must use your cunning and viciousness to slay any who would pose a threat to Sylvanas' rule.
That's what I'm
after. Be they
after.
human, undead, or otherwise.
Oh, I'm lying on the ground. That's hilarious. Alright. You know, it's a new alt, so you know the first thing you gotta do is mess with all your add-ons and junk. Should I keep my DPS? But yeah, I think we do have some. Well, I know we have the higher tier sub emote slots, but I'm pretty sure we have one for just like base subs too. Turn on auto loot. Why is that not? Oh my god! Thank you, Mitch. All right. I didn't read it. Oh no. Rise from the grave and serve the Dark Lady. I never asked for this. Leave me alone. All right. Wait. Which one is that? That's interface. Auto loot. Okay. I know. I always forget to turn on auto loot. No, it's not. It really. It's not. So now that we know that these Valkyr are actually in the service of the jailer, right? It's like a thing. Why would they be trying to res people if they're in the service of the jailer? Why is that a thing? It's for new players because auto loot is confusing or too fast. Yeah, it should definitely be an account-wide toggle. Oh, hang on. There we go. That's the ambiance right there. That flapping is I've had enough of the flapping. Alright, so first quest. I already have battle pack quests. Of course I do. Hey, welcome back to the land of living. With the blessing and power of the Dark Lady, I have freed you from death's grip. So where are we chilling? Like where are the undead, like the spirits of the undead? Where are we? Before we get yanked out. I did see that Caden got a gig. I'm so excited for him. I am so excited for Caden. I'm really curious to see where it is. He said that he's moving back to Austin. So I'm like, which studios do I know that are in Austin? I don't know. I tried to like sleuth it out. You are no slave. And that's being told to me by the Valkyr, who know that I am a slave. Oh, he had his new gig listed. Oh, no, yeah, he's at Mattel now. He was doing, like, Uno and stuff like that, wasn't he? Because I know he was at, Amazon doing their lumberyard or whatever for, that weird Amazon MMO that they have that's very like colonialist. Like it's like that sounds like I'm being weird. Like it's literally like colonies and stuff. Like it's like called like the New World, I think, or New Lands or something. Unity's in Austin. Ooh. If you choose to serve the Dark Lady, I will recommend you speak with Undertaker Mordo. Okay. So this already is like incredibly like sinister overtones because I'm just being used by these people. I'm just being used. I'm a vessel for their whatever. And they're trying to make like I'm not. Hello there. Pleased to see you're up and around. You've held up nicely, especially after being dead for so long. Others weren't so lucky. So where are the spirits that become undead? Like I should have been chilling out like with the owl people or something, right? Like that's the thing. So if this was after Sylvanas made her deal, are you just a soul ripped them from the maw and thrown into mine? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because there is no player experience for like it's like you're dead and then you come back. And I would assume that I wasn't sorted yet. You know, like I would assume that I'm standing in that like first city before you get sorted thing. And I would assume that like if I was chilling, like I'm playing a priest, so I would assume that I would be like chilling out with the owl bears after a while if I wasn't thrown in the maw. But yeah, like the short story that they say is like the starting point where Sylvanas pitches herself off of Icecrown Citadel, which by the way, I went back and like reread that today. That was written by Dave Kosak. Did you guys like? That was written by wacky Dave Kosak, who wrote the Sylvanas killing herself story. Like, okay. We're not totally sure when souls started getting mod. We know that it's sometime after Kata and it's sometime before Legion. I know! He's off doing crazy stuff over on Hearthstone. Although, honestly, I know him knew him first from like the Flintlock comics, and Hearthstone is so much more in line with like the Flintlock, like yes, let's explode things, like this music is not compelling at all. I'm sorry. I'm turning on some chill. That's better. I know I miss Dave. But yeah, I'm not sure when that all it's sometime in that like chunk between Kata and Legion, which is a lot of time. But I have heard that part where she like pitches herself off of Icecrown Citadel is the starting point. I read Flintlock back in the day and loved it, but I didn't recognize Kosak from that for a while. His days doing lore panels at BlizzCon's past. Yeah, for the guy who gave you Flintlock comes Sylvanas killing herself. Like, what? Wacky Dave Kosak. So in the short story, it's this whole thing where she just kind of, she clearly views the undead with disdain. Like there's this whole thing. I kind of get this feeling that like there was this undertone of like she views the undead like as her children, but when you go back and read the short story, it's clear that she just kind of sees it as a non-parent seeing some sticky toddler screaming in a mall. Like she's like, oh yes, they're like children. We do love tonally versatile writers. It was just kind of like okay, Dave Kosak, what are you doing here? It was just kind of funny. So, because we have all the Valkyr here, and the Valkyr...
Victory for Sylvanas.
I didn't accept that! Damn it! But the Valkyr are a symbol of the jailer. Like, the Valkyr came from the jailer. So I'm thinking... excuse me, this is where she made her pact. Basically. Like, she... Up until Icecrown, the Valkyr only served the Lich King. And then after, Sylvanas was just walking around randomly with a whole bunch of Valkyr, and everyone's like, oh yeah, that's cool, I guess she stole them from Arthas or whatever, but it looks like maybe she stole them from the jailer, with whom she made her dreadful deal. I still can't use a mace as a hunter, I know. Alright. We're getting some embalming fluids and twine to stitch up the bodies. Alright. We gotta go in the shadow grave behind here. Darnell's helping us for some reason. He says, this way. Follow me. It's this way. Alright. That's fun. Oh, I like this run so much better. Look at that. Where could they be? Probably over here, Darnell. Thank you. It's Hansel. Hansel's so hot right now. We got him, buddy. Let's go. Come on. Come on, Darnell. Dreadful deal, TM. Yeah, it looks like the jailer's how Odin got his Valkyrie as well. Which is super, like... Okay. It seems like he's the only one who made a deal with the jailer. The aggressive goth vibes of Tearsfall are so lovely. I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Speak.
I find the items I left. Yeah, yeah. Word has it you were quite the priest in your previous life. I was. Thank you. The Valkyrie raised hundreds of corpses every day. Agatha raised you just a few months ago. Not all are as lucky as you. Some maintain their free will, but live in constant fear and confusion. They run off into the woods, cowering at their own reflections. Others lose their minds completely. Alright, let's wreck some zombies. Pretty sure I'm going spooky Vampire Covenant first. I am super torn between Happy Fun Time Butterfly Covenant and Incredible Goth Covenant. It's just so like, I don't know. Hundreds of corpses a day. Where are they getting all the souls and bodies? For me, the main question that this is raising is like, where the hell was I before this? Because if the souls all go to the afterlife and Maw and all that stuff, like, did I come from the Maw? Because I think... I would think that the point of eternal torment is not endless confusing blackness, that you don't really, like, you're not really tormented. Like, I just think, well, I mean, maybe it's because I'm a parent. That just sounds, like, comforting in a way. Like, the Olympus-esque Kyrian are super intriguing to me too, honestly. Really into all four. Well, it's not even so much that I'm super into all of them. It's just some of them are just so my aesthetic. Like, I really want to go for the owl people just because their wings are just so on brand for me. Like, they're perfect. Endless confusing blackness could be pretty tormenting. That's true. But, like, if you don't know why you're there, and it's just like, oh, yeah, I guess that time I got stabbed in the face. I guess I'm dead. All right. Like, I would assume that eternal torment would be like, I mean, maybe it's like the whole like Judeo-Christian vibe, but like I would assume like getting stabbed in the butt like Dante's Inferno would be a lot more tormenting than just nothing. I don't know. Yeah, these bodies are not plague victims like the OG of Forsaken. Where are they getting the bodies from? This is 10 years after Warcraft 3 by this point. Well, I mean, we did just come back from the Wrathgate. Like, I would assume that they're like, oh, here's a whole lot of dead humans, Sylvanas. Like, I think that the humans themselves are like respectfully interring them, and then if they're not burned on a pyre or cremated or whatever, I would assume that Sylvanas just like, okay, yep, they're super dead. We buried them. Like, maybe these are older Lordaeron corpses from pre-plague era. They do, yeah. They have a good handle on preservatives now too.
Hello.
No dilly-dallying. Oh, okay, we have to... Oh, we have to help these people who got awakened. Alright. We're not moving. There's an upgrade for the meat wagons, was there? Zug Zug. Job's done. Valdred Moray. What's going on? Who are you? What happened to me? Do you not remember? You're dead. I died? No, you're right, I died. It was an orc. He cut off my hands and left me to die. These aren't my hands. These aren't my hands! That's real. That does take some getting your head around. Dabu. Calm down. Undertaker Mordro probably sewed some new ones on for you. Baldred looks back down at his hands. Suppose this is my fate then. Ha, part of an undead army. Somehow I never considered I might end up fighting for the Forsaken. So you knew what the Forsaken were before he died. So what do I do now? You talk to Undertaker Mordro. I'll tell you what to do. That's all I know.
Farewell.
Let's get to work. The lady needs us, right? Yeah, that's a spirit. That's a spirit. I always love clicking on Thrall and getting super serious. Dabu. I have not played a priest in so long. And the glitter on these spell effects is just sending me. I love it. Look at that. It is so glittery. Look!
My blades
Look who it is!
I live my life.
And she has her custom voice lines too. Get away from me. I'm not an abomination. I'm just undead. I want to talk with you. The undead are attained upon Azeroth. Every one of you creatures deserves to die. Lillian, yo.
Do
like,
not linger.
Come on, bruh. No, you're lying. My father will protect me. Oh, honey. Alright. Marshal Redpath, he was killed in the... Wasn't he killed in the Battle of Light's Hope? Right? Because he's little Pamela's uncle or whatever that gives her all the stuff and then she gets the tea. Darrowshire. Well, no, he was not... Was he the one at Darrowshire, or was he the one who, like, was the quest giver up at Light's Hope Chapel? Let's look that up. Let's look that up. Because I thought he was... I just started typing marshmallow. Alright. Okay. Marshal Redpath. Marshal Marcus Redpath was the headman of South Shore prior to the Second War. Okay. No, yeah, he was in South Shore. And then he was transported to Death Knell, apparently. Yeah. Yeah, so some of them are probably, a lot of them are probably South Shore. I would bet that some of them are from when the Death Knights took over Light's Hope. I would bet that some... Well, Lillian was Scarlet Crusade, wasn't she? They got wrecked by Death Knights. Weird that they apparently just wagon the corpses up to Death Knell. I know, right? Like, you would think, like, Valkyr can fly. Like, why wouldn't you just put the Valkyr by the dead people and do it that way? Lillian's family is Scarlet Crusade. Well, I thought she was... Well, I mean, she's clearly being somewhat indoctrinated in there as well. I'm not here to fight. I only want to talk to you. Oh, really? Fine. I don't want to join you in your Forsaken. Maybe I'll start my own Forsaken. Maybe I'll invent Forsaken with elbows. I like the cut of his jib, though. I'm not even gonna lie. You can do whatever you want.
Remember, patience.
Who are you calling a monster? You're the monster. I'm just a dude who died. Like, it's so weird that we have to go and take him out because he's so rational. He's so rational about it too. Like, he's like, oh yeah, he's not in his right mind. My own Forsaken with hookers and blackjack and elbows. You've done well. As you can see, not all of us have resigned to our fates. I'm glad to see you're at least willing to work. Valdred will be a valuable asset to the Forsaken. As for the other two, not much we can do. We can't force them to join us. Darnell tells me the two of you have already met. That's good because I'm sending you both into death now.
Beware.
Oh hey. I gotta kill a couple more zombies. I hope that's okay with you. I'm gonna invent my own Forsaken. They're gonna be different. They're gonna be the 5 Seiken. They're one better than the Forsaken. Like, oh ding, level 2. I'm also definitely planning on running through that new Death Knight stuff, like as soon as that comes out too. Can't force them to join. P.S. Kill this dude.
And you, what would you ask?
Yeah, like that. That's kind of the vibe that I got from this whole thing that I don't think a lot of other people really got. Is that they're not like. I understand why we have to put down the zombies that are just kind of like something went wrong there, but Marshall Redpath does not seem crazy. He just doesn't want to follow Sylvanas. So they're like, oh no, he doesn't want to follow Sylvanas. That clearly makes him nuts. So let's off him. Is the original DK experience going to be around? Do we know? I have no idea. I think they might get rid of it. I don't know. There's just something charming about riding that little tiny pony around. Because everybody picks the little tiny pony. If you didn't pick the little tiny pony for your Death Knight Charger, then you're wrong. I'm sorry. No plans to announce it this time. Yeah, they didn't even actually announce the revamp either. William basically lives because she's like some kind of super undead. Yeah. Not even the power of the Valkyrie was enough to save these creatures. They were doomed from the beginning. Do I want a cloak or do I want... Ooh, gloves. Let's get gloves.
Victory for
I have nothing. I have 57 silver. Oh, I gained 4 extra backpack slots for having an authenticator and SMS Protect attached to my account. I bet that. I also have the, I forget which pet was that. Was that the Molten Core pup or something? Thank you. No. No. Is that the Molten Core pup? That was for the... Pup is not gonna... Well, whatever. Authentic... Oh, yeah! Okay, there we go. Core Hen pup. I haven't leveled it at all. I don't think it's all that cute either. So... Oh no, we're gonna bust out Russ. He's my favorite. Do I have I do not yet have a PvP talent available. Believe it or not. I'm not sure when you start getting the PvP talents, but rest assured, I will always have a PvP talent available. Good, you're still here. Now where's the Death Guard? Saltane. Those Valkyrie have been really busy resurrecting you newbies lately. So what does Sylvanas get after she makes the plot with the jailer? What does Sylvanas get for having more undead? Because you'd think that the undead who are chilling out, like they're just hanging out in, you know, hanging out with the owl people or whatever. That's weird. I've already seen a couple dozen new bodies run down that hill since this morning. You, however, are the most promising priest I've seen today. Well, thank you. We've been shipping in dead bodies from Silver Pine Hills, Brad, hell, anywhere we can get them from. Oh, so some of them might be Dalaran, too. Because Dalaran didn't take off until... When did Dalaran take off? Until Wrath. She does get to throw a bunch of Forsaken at Gnaeus. More death from there. Is it making a dead army to create more souls? I mean, I would guess that at this point she would have to keep raising undead because she has no real power in the Horde yet. Like her only real power is from being the Dark Lady. So she has like a bargaining chip to be like, yes, I have all these people. Maybe? Dalaran was, yeah, Dalaran was flying in Wrath. So I guess they're, well, I mean, there's still those, like, randos flying around, and oh, all the Hillsbred farmers, too. We can't, however, afford to ignore bodies which are sitting right on our front doorstep. The last vestiges of the Scarlet Crusade roam here in Tearsfall Glades. Okay. Go find the corpses. Ooh. And in here, what do we have? Scourge on a perimeter. If you're going to be an asset to the Forsaken, you need to learn how to fight. And there's no better target than Scourge menus that continue to pester us. Alright, we're going to get all kinds of gear from this. Let's go. You do the searching and lifting. Fighting, I'll do the lifting. Okay. Oh, is that taking no? That's taking no mana. That's hilarious. This is a far cry from how vanilla was playing out, or classic, or whatever. So are all souls being moved to the mod just to be raised by Forsaken? Well, that's the thing, is that I don't think that these, or maybe that was the deal. Maybe these souls were in the maw, and that's why they were in the maws, because death got broached. Alright, bruh. I know, I always find this hilarious. They're just carrying a whole bunch of dead bodies. Hey RC, what's up? We're hanging out doing Lobby undead quests and looking at the quests and the story and stuff like that tonight. How's Cuddles? And this guy's apparently carrying everything. He's just piled with corpses. Kind of sad he's not carrying one under each arm and like. Although I guess he's kind of technically wearing most of them as a hat. Alright. She has made a few times had the Forsaken cannot reproduce, yeah. She's good, she doesn't look cold. Her and me both, like I'm literally wearing like an outdoor thermal vest right now, I'm freezing. I'm really not even that cold though, because I have on my regular like ankle-y socks, and then I also have on over that like another pair of like super thick, like fluffy, I'll show you in a sec, but like they're so fluffy and warm and stuff, and as long as I can get my feet warm, usually the rest of my body will also be warm. Okay, let me show you my socks real quick. They're like fuzzy, but yeah, they have like the thing on the bottom, and then they're all like lamb's woolly, but I mean obviously not real lamb's wool. It's so good. But as long as my feet are warm, I usually stay warm. Being Forsaken as escape from eternal torment is kind of a core message for Sylvanas, that yeah. No, she viewed the being Forsaken as the torment. What are we if not slaves to this torment? That's her whole thing. Or that used to be her voice. I don't know if they changed it, but escape the mob, be Forsaken instead is a compelling pitch. Yeah, that's true. That might have just all been lies. Lies and slander. Oh, I like Pavlova the bear. That's cute. Great work. I knew you weren't useless. Thanks. Take a belt. I'm level 3. I get Shadowward Pain. You gonna raise them? No, they're just gonna... Okay. Those are like the reading socks that Chapters, Borders, Barnes and Nobles used to like to sell around Christmas. Is that a thing? My mother-in-law got them for me like 2 years ago. And as long as my feet can be warm, the rest of me can be warm usually, but I don't know. I'm just kind of slapping on more and more pairs of socks today. It's too cold. I'm at the point where it's cold enough that it could snow, so I'm like, it might as well just like snow, please, because why? You're growing in strength. I've seen your type before. Just don't lose sight of where you started. I'll be back, Shadow Priest Sarvis. Don't worry. I'll take you on Ellen with me. And then you can be like, I remember her when she was level 3. I just got Shadow Word Paint. I bought a bunch for my mom last Christmas. Aww. Woolly, grippy bits go up to your knees. It's hanging right around freezing. But yeah, but it actually snows where you are, though. Murloc slippers! I really need to get a pair of slippers that have arch support because I am old. I've been looking for them. Speak to my novice. She serves me and we'll have some tasks. Alright.
Hello?
May the Dark Lady watch over you. Yes, yes, yes. Early on, I saw a young forsaken woman running toward the old inn. She was screaming for her life, pleading to be taken back home. Not all of us are as resolute as others. Even so, we must accept our fate as undead if we are to rise up against those that would put us down. Take my hand mirror and show it to the young woman. She needs to see what she really is and join our cause. Besides, we can use all the bodies we can get.
Dark Lady.
Oh, that's like a double-edged, that's like a pun there. Like, oh, we need all the bodies we can get because we're dead bodies because we're forsaken. Is this the old inn? The sting, the strong stomach. Oh, there you are, Lillian. What's up, girl?
I live my life in the shadows.
Get away from me. Don't look at me, how hideous. You're not hideous, you're one of us. No, this is... now that we know that the Shadowlands is a thing and we know that Sylvanas made that deal with the jailer, I'm going back to the current live Kata version of the undead starting areas and seeing, like... Because apparently she may or may not have made this pact with the jailer before Cataclysm. So I'm like, what can we see now, maybe, from these quests? You know, that's one thing that I'm not sure about, because everybody, all the Forsaken except Sylvanas, I would guess it's because she's a banshee. All of the other Forsaken just have their original bodies. They may not have all the parts of their original bodies, but like most of it, right? Like, I don't think anybody's just took a soul and transplanted it into another body. They're all their old bodies, I think. Here, Lillian.
There's much to be done.
You don't understand. I can't be undead. Not me. Well. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think that's how it works. I don't know.
I haven't got all
She ran away. What a shame. Oh well, as long as she's maintained her free will, there's still hope. We completed 100 quests, you guys. Thanos got his cousin's body. Did he? I don't know. I know that I killed him like several times back in Classic because it was hilarious because he just keeps spawning those plague hounds. Or is that just a death to help him? I don't know. Let's see. Light color body. Whose body's that, Nathanos? If I called your brother's body cute, would you hold it against me? Okay. Okay, he died. He's hanging out at the Maristead. He recruited Horde soldiers to fight against corrupted animals. Okay. He collected relics from the Battle of Darrowshire for unknown reasons. He kept them in his home. Appeared to be secretive regarding personal details of his former life, even sending Horde adventurers to retrieve the Kel'Thalas registry. Sure to inform adventurers, the registry was not to be read. Nathanos' death did not go unnoticed. Or the fact that a body had never been found. Matthias Shaw sent us to go investigate. He died in his sleep just days after return. Nathanos Maris may have been slain by this Blightcaller, but the truth is far less pleasant. Nathanos was the Blightcaller, now a champion of the Banshee Queen. Grats. Once it was determined Nathanos was the Blightcaller, Varian Rin and Bolvar Dragon enlisted Alliance adventurers to gather an army and destroy him. Nathanos survived and faked his death. And then he went down to the Undercity. Alright. Oh, he does have a new appearance though, it says. Sylvanas called Nathanos to partake in a ritual meant to make him stronger. He agreed to take part, not before attempting to provoke her. When he discovered that the ritual involved Valkyr sacrificing his cousin Stefan, he felt no regret. His name is Stefan. I don't know, I'm just like Steve Urkel, like every time. Hey Cardfreck, what's up? The Valkyr proceeded to place herself between the human and the undead and began chanting guttural words in an ancient tongue. Nathanos lost his senses for a time, the world exploding in fire. When the Blightcaller's wits returned, he found he had been transformed to become stronger than before and not as decayed and withered. However, looking in a mirror, he noticed his new face is not entirely his own. He then noticed that the second ritual table was empty except for a bit of ash and oily residue. That's dark. Nathanos directed Dark Ranger Anya to escort her champion to the army to see him outfitted in a manner that befit his station. Along the way, Anya implied to Nathanos that Sylvanas had feelings for him. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, so, yeah, he did do some, like, get heck Stefan. Anytime I hear the name Stefan, all I can think of is Stefan or Cal. I don't know. So, anytime I hear the name Stefan, I just start laughing. Is this, like, weird? It is, like, weird. Why do you guys tell me it was all weird? Ah. Is it weird? There we go. No, it's not weird. Maybe it's slightly weird. I don't know what's going on. Is that what's going on? Okay, well, whatever. Close enough. So, I can keep you busy, but you're the fighting type. Yep, okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. The idea of the Forsaken is so, like, off the wall, too. Ah. There you are. You are hiding. What do we have here? Yes, that's me. First of all, look at your armor. You're a mess. Alright, sorry. Scavenger paws and dustbag wings. Really? Okay. I thought there was another one that went along with this one, but I guess not. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got Shadow Chain now. Does this cost any mana? That one costs 1 mana, and that costs 3. I have 175. This is bananas. This is bananas! Especially compared to Classic. Where you still had 175 mana, but every spell took 75. We've seen them cobble pieces of themselves to other bodies. So how many pieces can you replace and still be the OG Forsaken? Yeah, that is the question. It's like, what's his face? The boat of... I want to say Damocles, but no, Damocles is the sword. But whatever, yeah. As long as the main brain is still OG, I think you're the original. Ship of Theseus, that's the one. There you go. Yep, I'm not sure at what point you just kind of turn off. I mean, I would assume that, like Shaun of the Dead, if you sever the head or damage the brain, that'll do it, but... Where are all these damn werewolves and stuff? Bats. Bats! This stream is so lit. Urary. That would be a good emote. Is a fire that says lit and then Urary. I mean, I think that that would be way too, like, there's no way that you could do something like that and have it maintain any kind of fidelity, but... Their wolf, their castle. Mitch, no. Mitch, yes. Mitch, yes. Yeet. Those rainbow wings will get you into trouble every time. Where the heck? Well, that came out weird because I went to say one word and then I remembered that we have to keep it PG-13 on the stream. It came out a whole other word that wasn't actually a word. That movie's so good. I love Mel Brooks. Wait, which one? Mitch, maybe? Which movie? I'm so confused. Oh, they have a whole raptor over there. What's going on? Oh, I get shoes? I got shoes.
What now?
Okay, I will do my best. Thank you. Oh, I didn't cotton on that. I'm just like slowly putting on pieces of someone else's shroud. That's fun. Young Frankenstein. Oh, that one. Oh my god. Corey, that's amazing. Their wolf, their castle. Oh, okay, okay, okay. And Gene says something about werewolves. Okay. Okay. Now that you say that, I'm like, oh yeah. Their wolf, their castle. Okay, okay, okay. Marty Feldman is an unsung hero. Indeed. Oh, thanks for the link, Corey. If you are a Twitch sub or you support us on Patreon, Corey just dropped a link in our supporters only chat. So if you're not a supporter or sub, you might want to think about doing the thing. That's a plug. And you can also sub with Twitch Prime if that's the thing that you have. Oh no, is this just gonna be all Young Frankenstein? I'm okay with that. I really am. That's called showing value. Indeed. That's a value pitch or something. Oh, thank you for the bits, Q. Reclusive Q. RC. I don't know. I always read out the name and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's RC. Is that a corgi face? Oh my god. Thank you for the corgi face, RC. And the bits, but mostly the corgi face. Thank you. Only if you subscribe/support, you will know what link I posted. I'm pretty sure that it's a link to the bit that you're talking about. But if you're lazy, it helps. I don't have a heal yet, do I? I thought the corgi was a Volpera for a second. Oh my god. I'm so excited for Volpera. That's why I was like, I really want to go back and do all this early stuff, but A, I'm obviously re-rolling Volpera as soon as I possibly can. And, oh, this is an old style. Ooh. I haven't seen a cave like this in a super long time. That's kind of cool. A priest without a heal, no wonder they need to redo it all. I know, right? That's true. It could be a link to anything. Anything at all. I doubt it. I'm pretty sure it's that Mel Brooks thing, but it could be anything. But yeah, I'm re-rolling Volpera like instantly. As soon as I possibly can. I don't know what class I'm gonna play of Volpera though. I've been very like, I just want to make everything a rogue. A rogue or a hunter. I was thinking maybe shaman though, because those totems are really lit. And I actually used to main a shaman for a while. And they're super fun, and apparently they're adding totems back in. And I was one of the weirdos who actually liked the idea of totems, so I may have to go back for that. We'll see, we'll see. Totems are super core to the class. I really liked the elemental, when elemental was like okay. There was like a week or two. And it was when you could get procs of like, oh my god, I don't remember any of the names of the abilities, but there was like a proc that you could get if you put up the flame dot and then the fire nuke that you only had like 2 charges of, and you could get free charges of the fire nuke, and the fire nuke is super powerful. Oh my god, it was so long ago. I have no idea. I know, I am hyped for Shadowlands. I'm trying to like go through and see how things are different now that we have the lens of the Shadowlands and the Jailer and all that to look through and look at the story through, because a lot of this is very like, oh my god, you people are just gross. How dare you? And the other thing is, obviously Sylvanas knew. Obviously Nathanos knew. But like, I don't think Lillian Voss had any idea that any of this was going on. Like, I think that she was just like, yep, I'm Lillian Voss. I'm doing roguey things and stabbing people and purple fire. Like, I don't think she had any idea. What do you guys think? Normally I level a bunch of alts at the end of expansion, but with level exchange coming in Shadowlands, I feel less motivated to do that. Same. I want to do a Death Knight. I want to do a Volpera. Lillian Citizen. Lillian was weird, as for the longest time she wanted nothing to do with Forsaken. Well, yeah, it was this whole thing. Like, I thought she was gonna, like, run through the pipes and, like, stab Sylvanas or something. But then she was like, no, yeah, I came to terms with it. We're cool. But I think that after we defeated, I think my headcanon is after we defeated her in, I think there was the revamped Strathholm. I think that the Forsaken took her and did a Kultira on her. Like, I think they took her into some basement somewhere and were like, you're Forsaken now. So, fall in line. It wasn't until BFA she started showing up for the Horde. Really? Scalo, yeah. Yeah, Stratholm's the, like, left side, does side, yeah, okay. It's been a while. I never do any of those dungeons anymore. Because, well, I haven't leveled a character through in ages. I don't think she was cool with Sylvanas. It felt like more she was cool with the people. Yeah, especially in doing all of the war campaign stuff, like, she wasn't like, oh yes, Nathanos, what do you need? She was like, okay, we're rezzing these people. We need to make sure that they're cool. Because I wasn't cool when I got rezzed. So, like, we got to make sure that these people are cool. And like, she would, like, chase after them and stuff after the fact. Maybe the Desolate Council and her were homies. Maybe. That seems very likely, actually. We help her in Scarlet Monastery. That's right. Yeah. The whole thing with her and the captain or whatever was super good.
Speak quickly.
And she kept, like, running after her and, like, calming her down and, like, it's okay. It's a lot to deal with. I know it's a lot to deal with, but you can do this. And she was just, like, really, it was really, really good. That was really well written. Start. Okay. Hit the start. Womp womp. While you were in that cave, your friend Darnell came by with some alarming news. Since the Valkyrie arrived, you've seen more and more undead that chose not to join our forces under the banner of the Dark Lady. They plan to attack Death now. While those undead aren't completely brainless, they're still not quite right in the head. So yeah, like...
Beware the living.
It's not quite right, so let's go kill them all. I think the Scarlet Monastery stuff is supposed to be before the Skola stuff. I don't know that I did Scarlet Monastery at level since it got its revamp. Its most recent revamp, I should say. What is that? Oh, it said the boss mods. I was like, I'm not in a guild. Alright, so we're gonna... Do I want a hammer or a dagger? I don't think it super matters. While you were taking care of matters, I went off on an assignment of my own. Shadow Priest Sarvis asked me to peek in the Rotbrain camp. There's a reason they're called the Rotbrains. Their leader goes by the name of Marshal Redpath. He's a beast. Look, the attack is starting. You're better at combat than I am. Get in there and help out. Alright.
Remember, patience.
Alright, Darnell. Is this the last time we see Darnell? Oh, he's stationed in Mount Hyjal. Oh, that's fun. I always love when they do callbacks like that. Classic SM is bitter. IMO. Eh. I'm just more used to classic Scarlet Monastery. Mage, oh my gosh. His magic is also a weird death magic we don't see elsewhere in the game. Wonder if we'll see where she got it in the shot. Oh, snap. But I didn't think she got it from being undead. I thought she always had that. I did so many chapel runs too back in the day because everyone's like, I need to get my sword or arm or whatever. Alright, whatever. Herod and White Mane. Or the axe. That axe, that's what it was. Oh, everything froze up. Are you talking in real life or your computer? Because either way it sucks, but one's a little bit more expensive to fix than the other. And the dude in the back. What's his name? The priest that was undead in the back. I like this run so much more than... like I said, I have not really played an undead since the revamp, and I really like how this run looks way more than I used to. They're actually running instead of just kind of shambling along. I don't know. I'm gonna say I felt Voss was still mischaracterizing the rest of our... Actually help raise people into undeath against their will at all is completely against what she stood for. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I did like that she... I did like that she was very sympathetic to it. I also kind of felt like she was a party to it. She didn't necessarily help it. I kind of felt like she knew that it was going to happen regardless of what she did, so she was just there to kind of like, okay, it's gonna be alright. I'm Lillian Voss, what's up? To be fair, I don't totally remember what she was like in the Cata content. That's part of why I'm playing this through as well. She's better in Stormsong Valley and the one Tide Priest. Yeah, that's true. That Tide Priest one was just like, oh god. You know exactly what's gonna happen. And then I think she actually says, like, you know exactly what's gonna happen, so we gotta just go and be there for that dude, because he's gonna... Oh, she actively helped him thus far. Did she? I'm trying to think. I don't think I finished the war campaign. Like, I know that she... Which one? I know that she got the captain lady, the pirate captain lady. And she was like, alright, I'm loading him up. And like, she was like... That part was weird. But other than that, she seemed very like... Yeah, this is the thing we gotta do, so let's do it. Being born again in the powder of Valkyr is a strenuous process. Many don't survive the shock, turning to zombies or ghouls. Others retain just enough humanity to seem normal on the outside, but they're sick inside. We should have slain those rot brains the day they were raised. Ugh. Yep, they decided to defy Sylvanas, so bye-bye. This information contains the whereabouts of the last few holdouts of the Scarlet Crusade. Alright.
Time will come. This had better
Oh, you're a
be
death
good.
guard now. Aw. It's been a pleasure, Darnell. Goodbye. Well, that's the last time we see you again until Mount Hyjal. Although they wrote those at the same time, didn't they? Because this is both Cata content. Alright, never mind. She did become a little bit of job as a job in BFA, even saying as much when you ask her why she's there. Granted, you can also take her meaning as I really didn't have much choice. Well, I mean, and that's the thing. It's like, what are your other options? Because they make it super clear, to me anyway, that either you're with Sylvanas and you do their little tasks for them, or they will seek you out and kill you. Eventually. Yeah. It seems my skills drew the attention of the powers that be. My services were requested. Did you catch a hidden meaning there? Sorry. Despite my profession, I'm not the best at subtlety. Regardless, I know how to recognize an opportunity when I see one. Yep. Yeah. Requested. Exactly. Ooh, what trade skills should I get? Ooh. That's a thing I get to choose now too. Or statement of requested. Seems either I was paid or I was forced. Well, if Sylvanas tells you, hey, you're gonna do something for me now, what are you gonna say to her? No?
Goodbye.
Ooh, the Scarlet Crusade documents. Source info as you deem necessary. Alright. Directives by the order of the High Lord. This is all just like troop movements and junk. Never mind. Womp womp. Oh, hey, it's Gordo! I remember you. Gordo.
What would you ask of death?
You can always say no at least once. That might be the only once. But right away, Sylvanas. Sure thing, Sylvanas. How high, Sylvanas? Exactly. Because otherwise, you end up in the basement with Coltira. Yes, what do you want? I get the feeling that most of the rest of this particular zone is going to be kind of... Humans are fickle creatures. I want them dead. Alright, yeah.
That better be good.
I had the feeling we're not going to find anything else particularly juicy lore-wise in this starting zone, but we'll see. I remember this guy, he's funny. You work hard your whole life, and then what do you get? Killed by a plague. And then you work even harder on death, and then what do you get? Money, yes, and a small estate with a few pesky hangers on, but happiness, not so much. I'm lonely, I need a companion. Use this leash on one of the Murlocs. Bring it to me. Hey you guys, did you see that I'm doing 5 DPS right now? Hey, Raffle and Annabella. I'm good, how are you? Greetings from United States. I'm actually in a state called Georgia, which is kind of close to Russia, but it's not the same Georgia. And it always confuses me. I always have to stop for a second and think, which one? How are you, by the way? There's no way we're not seeing Coltira and Thessaria in the Shadowlands. Are they dead? Did they die? Everyone's favorite TK bros. I love them. I do love them. Why am I killing this dust bat? Oh, jeez. This person is still rolling around in their car with their butler. Is that a multi-boxer? IMDb. Shinkanti. It has to be a multi-boxer. There's no way. Presumably Ebon Blade will be heavily involved with both of our stuff. Yeah. I'm really curious to see how that plays out too. Like, I know we've gotten some data mine voice lines and stuff, but I'm still just like, you sure about that? What is this? Oh my goodness. Thanks for the follow, Allie's Horse. Allie's Horse 6. Yeah, that's the one. Should be in the PTR as soon as we have the lines. That's right, it's coming for PTR, it's not coming for the expansion. It's very tricky. Tricky. I'm not sure if I'm finding this music annoying or relaxing. Maybe I'm just naturally falling asleep. That's probably it. I mean, it's past my bedtime. And also, because it's cold, my son has been waking up again at night. And like, he just wants to be tucked back in, but then he expects you to like rub his back and like stay there and just like, oh my gosh. So I just crawl into bed with him. It's terrible. Really, I just need some more pumpkins. Oh no! Okay. Why won't you leave us alone? Why are you still here? Like, why are you still here? These pumpkins are not that good. Leave. Find safety. Somewhere else. Oh, good night, Flynn. Thanks for coming and hanging out for a little while, anyway. I know it's getting late. I'm ready for a nap. Okay, now we have to try and capture and like lure a Murloc. What in the heck? Did you use? Oh, it's. I'm just gonna hurt it a little bit and then put a leash on it. Okay, I see how this goes. I see. Oh. They made the hyenas and like the dark fangs and stuff so cute now. They used to be so not cute at all. Yay! I have a companion. They're so basic, they can't abandon the pumpkins. They're being counted on to deliver the harvest before pumpkin spice latte season. But pumpkin spice latte doesn't actually refer to pumpkin, it refers to the spice that they use to put on the pumpkin in the pumpkin pie. Like, it's not supposed to actually have pumpkin in it. That would be gross. That would be very thick. It would be a very thick coffee. No, it's kind of gross. But I will say that I love the pumpkin spice. And honestly, I think that I really just like nutmeg. I mean, cinnamon's cool and all. I could take or leave ground ginger, like, but nutmeg, there's something special about nutmeg. Racers. These are all horrible. That vendors for slightly more, so we'll pick that one. Kill some Scarlet Warriors. Those are. Why would you multi-box this Hero of Art Lord 2019? Honestly. Okay, I've been able to gather 10 pumpkins? I was. You performed your bidding well. Thank you. These pumpkins will be the delivery mechanism for my latest batch of plague. I see they're still manufacturing the plague, even though Putris was like, oh, where are you going to use the plague? And everyone was like, oh, well, Sylvanas didn't actually use the plague. It was all Putris' fault. And that's what... Did I just turn into Mickey Mouse there for a second? What? The gingerbread latte is also amazing. The best one is the, oh my god, what is it called? The chestnut praline. It is so freaking good. It is so sweet. It makes my teeth hurt, but it is so delicious. Hey, here's your Murloc. Oh, look at him. Isn't he the most adorable thing you've ever seen? Thank you. I feel more energetic already. His name is Speckle. Speckle the Murloc. And he's just hanging out. Speckle got himself a little bit of a graphical update too. Everyone's gotten a graphic update. Ah yes, it's the running back and forth party. I really don't like how they did quest design in this fashion and Cataclysm for this particular reason. I always love the Burning Crusade model where it's like, oh, let's just collect all the quests in the entire zone and turn them in all at once. That's my favorite. Oh, so Blizzard got one of the unidentified elixir specialty drinks from their Starbucks. Ooh. I did not take a picture of their drink list like a fool. So shame on me. If you ask Maticus, I bet Maticus did the thing. I would bet you. A 10 of 10 would get again. Is that me? No, that was not me. Okay. Lieutenant Gebler. How curious you would decide to take a prisoner, an undead one at that. What were you thinking? Do you think just that because of the prisoner's former status, she would be of the edicts of the Scarlet Crusade? This is Miss Traveling Gebler. I would remind you that there are penalties for such behavior. I command you to execute the prisoner at once. She's no longer one of us. Oh no, who is it? I think we know exactly who it is. Kill a ton of these crusaders too, so might as well do it all at once. Oh, there's a pumpkin. growing in the tower. Here we go, up the hill. No! No. Did they change the voiceover for that?
What is it you ask?
Here's your rescue room. First of all, I don't need to be rescued. Second of all, I'd never allow myself to be rescued by an abomination like you. Lillian or one of the Forsaken like me. Which brings me the question, why did the Scarlet Crusade put you in a cage? They usually kill the undead on sight. I'm not undead, not for long anyway. My father would rescue me if I know it.
Keep your guard up.
Oh. Oh, it's Gebler. Time has come, my little captive. Word has come back from your father. Gebler, you came. What did he say? High Priest Vost announces you as a daughter. He's ordered that you be executed immediately. Oh no, that's so sad. Gebler, you know me. We were friends. High Priest sends his regrets. He had hoped that one day you would be a powerful weapon against our enemies. Lillian! Gebler, father, why would you? World of the living may have turned its back on me, but I'm no damn scourge. Just go.
My blade stays sharp.
It did, Lillian, it did. It turned its back right on you. You poor little thing. Ah! After I kill a bunch of these Scarlets, and we go down to the shore, I gotta go AFK for about a minute. I need to get me some more water. I am very thirsty. 'Tis the season. It's the second week of November. My skin's already like, feed me. What's the Doctor Who line? Moisturize me. That's terrible. So I need to drink more water. So I will be back in a bit after this. I wish I had time to make tea. Because it's also cold. I don't really want to be drinking a huge tumbler full of cold water. He'll hydrate. Indeed. I'm gonna go down the hill. Where hopefully nothing will bite my face off for being AFK. We'll see. I think I just heard a wolf. I don't know. Oh, we gotta kill some Murlocs. Super fun. Alright. I'm going to BRB. Okay? Don't leave. Don't go anywhere. Hello, young Mitchell. I also stepped away for a drink. That's what happened. Oh, I didn't turn that over. Ah, there we go. All right. But yeah, ow. 'Tis the season, basically. How dare you? No, he went somewhere before I said don't go anywhere. Apparently. Oh, it's a sea cucumber. That's fun. Oh, I need a lot of these. I was like, oh, okay. I don't need very many. I need 8. That's a likely story, Mitch. A likely story indeed. Charizard. The peacock. Oh my god. Russ, you're too much. Okay. Oh, thanks for the follow, Helium Joker. Gotta find out. Okay, the other one is in that lake, and then we have this one up here, I guess. Okay. I know how to get up there. Ish. Please stop. Please stop right where you are. There we go. 4 copper. I have 10 silver. This feels very slow. I wish I had more money. But then, who doesn't wish they had more money at all times? Ever. There's a lucky little line of them there. Bezos, Gates, J.K. Rowling. Billions? I'm really confused. Okay, and then the marrow petals in that link that's on the other side. Alright. Actually, no, we'll go grab that and then we'll turn that in. Okay. He said, who doesn't wish they had a little more money all the time? Well, I'm pretty sure that they all have stocks and junk like that so that they do get more money all the time. I think that's a thing. Yeah, Bezos definitely wishes he had more money. They just launched Amazon Fresh in my area. And I'm like, this is gonna be so freaking convenient for me. But at the same time, I'm like, I am gonna be such a, I'm gonna be such a slob. Like, I'm already such a slob, but like, I don't have to go to the grocery store to get ice cream or frozen pizza. Like, but also, I don't know that I want to give Jeff Bezos all of my gelato money. Like, remember when Amazon just sold books? Yeah. Halcyon days indeed. Oh look, the fish are all dead. They're still swimming though. Oh my god, Russ. That's enough. Oh, young Mitch. I remember being incredibly weirded out by eBay. Like, people just have stuff and then they send it to you. You have to tell them your address and then it just comes like from their house. Gross. You don't know what their house is like. Like, very... I distinctly remember being very just like, ah, meh. Over time, I did come around to the idea of eBay, but initially I was very just, why would anyone do that?
What is it? Ask no one.
There's a profession trainer here this whole time. Alright. I think actually I'm gonna do enchanting and herbalism. Because my main on this is on the server. And she is a leather worker slash, or no, she's not, well, whatever. My main horde main, which is very much an alt, is leatherworking.
Do not seek death.
And she's skinning, so. Rare Pokemon cards. Your mom has a side hustle going through eBay right now. One of my roommates from college, her mom did that. She had a eBay side hustle as well. It actually worked out really well because she was also our prop master or mistress when we were doing plays and stuff like that. So basically anytime she needed a prop that was kind of weird, her mom would just be like, just go look in the eBay room, and she would almost always find it. Actually, the only thing we had to make was a Milky White for Into the Woods. Because that is very specific material that you have to... Oh, okay. You're level 47. What are you doing? Get off of my herbs. Oh, I always forget that you get XP for that. I might cut it short tonight. I'm really tired. We'll see, we'll see.
This had better be good.
Scarlet's. The Scarlet Letter. Oh my god. I just got that. The Scarlet Crusade takes no prisoners. That they would do so with this young woman. Curious. Powers you describe are even more curious. She passed through the bars of her prison and killed her captor. Why shouldn't she done that in the first place?
Watch your back. This had better be good.
I've got a feeling this will be my best batch yet. Got a pumpkin bag. Yay! Did I see the movie version with Anna Kendrick and James Corden? I did not. Harmless pumpkins. If we were to defeat the scourge advances from the north and human infestation from the south, we start realizing the full potential of our gift of undeath. A simple pumpkin is an agent for our dark lady. The pumpkin laced in my latest form will prove to be quite a treat. Hey, Speckle!
Our time.
You're my favorite. You're my favorite one, Speckle. Yay. Oh, Gordo had requested me now. And this is another thing that I found so, like... Because the dude was like, Scourge! And possibly also humans. But, like, what Scourge is gonna eat a pumpkin? What Scourge is gonna, like, oh yes, this pumpkin instead of brains, let me eat that. No. Like... Sweet, sweet pumpkin. Sorry, buddy. There are two of them there at the end too, so. Pumpkins are kind of human head shaped, but even so, we're not gonna try and eat it. What I'm saying is those poison scourge killing pumpkins aren't gonna kill anybody but humans. Bloomweed! I didn't know that there was somebody that's just profession trainer now. Although I guess I should have known that. There's one thing I'm really good at in WoW, it's getting distracted by herbs. You're not completing anything but picking more herbs. You see what I mean though? There's just so many of them. I can't not. Big same, it takes me forever to do stuff on ATK. That's fair. That's right, I have my anniversary package as well.
I am forsaken.
Scourge trickled into Tearsfall Glades and infested this area. Alright, we'll do that. New Forsaken. Speaking frankly, the Forsaken of yesteryear were a sniveling, pathetic group. We huddled together in decrepit old heaping buildings, hiding from the Scourge, cowering from the Alliance, and groveling at the foot of the Horde. Look before you now and see the product of the new Forsaken. We've made our mark here on Azeroth, and that mark will grow. Speak with Severin and Brielle.
Discipline.
Hey, something or other. You gotta enjoy a good herb. My favorite? Probably basil. I get sidetracked. Oof. Report to Brill. Is the alchemy master guy still really mean to Gordo? Because I've always felt bad for him. Nutmeg is a spice, not an herb. I do love nutmeg though. You like rosemary? Interesting. Interesting. I do like parsley for the versatility. I'm sliding down to my chair. Alright, we got the flight path. Oh, he must be up above somewhere.
What would you ask of death?
Right.
Farewell.
It's a lot of quests.
What is it?
Oh, we gotta take stock of the equipment with the Scourge and worse lurking in the woods. Okay, yep.
Trust no one.
And Gloomweed. I have no need for Gloomweed. Lady Sylvanas is called upon the Royal Apothecary Society. She has challenged us to concoct a new plague, a plague deadlier than any ailment on Azeroth. This new disease will bring our enemies, living and dead, to ruin. My studies show the blood of beasts might prove to be okay. If you're trying to kill who I think you're trying to kill, a level 6 dog is not going to help. Sorry. Oh! That wasn't the correct direction. Oh, there's somebody right over here. Hey, Alberto Foxy.
Hello.
Right.
Do not seek
Not on official business yet. So I think I'm going to call it here because we just got to bro. How many words per minute can I type? Usually around 90. It depends. I can go up to 120 depending on text expanders and macros and stuff like that. But that's a special case. Thanks for coming out, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm just really tired tonight. And 'tis the season to get colds and flus, so I don't really want to push it too. Oh, 15th anniversary! So I don't want to push it too hard, because I don't want to make myself sick. Because that's my first symptom usually when I get sick, is I feel like crap. I start feeling tired. Oh my gosh. So, cold, you don't say. I know, right? Right? So, thanks so much for coming out. I'm gonna be back next week again, as always, on Wednesday at 10 o'clock EST. And we're gonna keep on doing. Oh my god, this music's killing me too. It's so sleepy. Okay. Oh, this is the music I chose for the behind the scenes podcast intro. I thought it was funny. So oh my goodness. Thanks for hanging out. If you want to keep on hanging out, you can always join the Discord too. I'm going to be back every Wednesday at 10 EST. If you're around on Tuesdays, we have Ted at around the same time. He usually starts about half an hour before I do. And he does Hearthstone every Tuesday, and he does a really good job. And then this week, I think it's on Thursday, is the podcast record live with Matt, Rossi, and Anne. And then Saturday is Nico, and she does, I think her Saturday's Overwatch. I forget. And then Tyler is Monday and Tuesdays. On Mondays, he usually does Overwatch, and then on Tuesdays, he just does whatever, because the servers and stuff all roll over on Tuesdays, so he just does whatever's new. And yeah, and that we have a really, really packed, really good streaming schedule now. So almost every day of the week we have something going on. So if you have the time, we're here for you. I will see you guys next week. Thanks. Good night. Good night. Good night.